The current real estate playbook won't cut it. AI is separating the agents who are winning from ones lagging behind. Consumer expectations have never been higher. Boomsday is coming and the window to prepare is closing. The agents who dominate won't just hustle harder, they'll play the game smarter. And that's really what these certifications are all about.
Good morning. Welcome to another Motivational Monday. My name is Matthew Hodge, Executive Vice President here at LPT Realty. I'm joining you from LPT headquarters here in Lake Mary, Florida. And if you're just joining us for the first time, each week we are coming to you, bringing you market updates, brokerage updates, and of course, giving you some motivation to make it through your week. I'm going to bring in Robert Palmer, founder and CEO, who's joining us from Big Sky in Montana. Good morning, Robert. How are you?
Hey, man. Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
It's good to see you, man. It is good to see you. I saw in the beginning of the show, people were putting in where they are from. I always love to see that. They were putting in their city and their state. So if you'd like to drop that in the chat just so that we can see. I remember when we first started Motivational Monday, it was like Orlando and Tampa and like maybe like Lakeland. It was tiny, like a little
We had
dot.
like 42 agents, and I think all 42 of them were on Motivation Monday.
Yeah, and I was so nervous. Truth to be told. I was not really certainly great at public speaking. But anyways, how was your weekend, man?
It's pretty good, man. All done with the snow. It was like 70 degrees out here, a lot of hiking, spent some time in the hot tub, grilled out, heading back to Florida in, I guess, like a week and a half. So that's exciting. A little bit of a shave this morning. So we got a little bit of positive rate news this morning. So I took out the old razor for the first time in, I think, 22 days, 23 days, whatever it is. Not a full shave. Like, rates aren't great, but they quit getting worse, which is a step in the right direction. But yeah, man, Things are good. Things are really good.
Good. All right. Well, we're going to jump into that. If you're new to Motivational Monday, we've been tracking what's happening at the macro level that ultimately affects the interest rates. And so we're doing that to give you the options and the conversation so that when your consumers are saying, hey, is now a good time to purchase, or what's happening in the market, you can guide them through what is happening. And so you can help them make the best decision and more informed decisions. And so Robert's been talking about how the conflict in the Middle East and how interest rates and the 10-year, how that all fits together to help you understand what's happening in today's purchase market. So with that being said, Robert, I'll turn it over to you to walk us through what's the latest. I know that we had the Fed meeting last week. Where did we sum up on all of that? If you want to follow also on Instagram, Motivational Monday, you'll see clips from the show where you can see highlights of these things of what he's talking about, and a great way for you to also share with your sphere. But with that being said, Robert, I know that we had the Fed meeting last week. Can you walk us through what happened there and what's changing?
A lot of volatility. The Fed meeting was really kind of a non-starter. No change there. Not a lot of direction. Obviously, everything's focused right now on oil prices, the disruption in the Middle East, shipping channels, a lot of things that were not on our bingo card 3 weeks ago when interest rates were starting to look really good. The thing I like to contrast is there's what's really going on with rates, and there's the messaging that the consumers are seeing. And so, right now, this is what consumers are seeing, right? Mortgage rates are breaking higher and things can get worse. Mortgage rates back above 6.5. Mortgage rates hit 2026 highs as the peak home buying season begins. So again, this is what our consumers saw the last couple of days in the news. This morning, we did actually see rates come down a little bit. It looks like there's going to be, a little bit of a break and de-escalation in the Middle East, which again is good for interest rates and need a little more certainty in our business. So that's why the beard is not as long as it was. And so again, there's the headlines that you're seeing, which are usually delayed about a week. And then we get into what's actually happening in the world. All eyes will stay on inflation. And there are fears around what are gas prices going to do with inflation? What is shipping disruption going to do to inflation? The Fed is very focused on inflation. We've been talking about that over and over again here on Motivation Monday. We came into the year talking about uncertainty. That uncertainty, while it looked like it was calming down, is back now with everything going on over in Iran. And so, again, until there's a resolution of that conflict, we don't really know where interest rates are gonna end up. And so again, we just want you to be able to talk through that with your clients, help them understand there's a window of time right now where there's maybe a little less competition in some markets. Some buyers have pulled back on the sidelines. So not a bad time to get out there and get in the market. And then again, if rates do come down, which I think most of us believe they will here pretty shortly as things resolve Obviously, an opportunity there to refinance the mortgage. But again, a little bit of blue sky this morning as we saw interest rates come down just a tad as the Fed continues to focus on inflation. The interesting thing is, this is really crazy. There are actually a large number of traders right now on Wall Street who believe we may see a Fed rate hike. Now, if you asked me that 3 weeks ago, I would have told you absolutely no way. But if there's too much disruption, if oil prices got too high, there is this fear of an actual rate hike, which would be absolutely crazy. Definitely not on, I don't think, anybody's 2026 bingo card until recently. We're hoping that doesn't happen. We're hoping for rates to come down so we can get this Boomsday party kicked off, because we've all been working really hard to get ready for it.
That's right. And, I love this because it gives you the opportunity to really counsel your clients at a different level, right? Like if you walk inside a listing presentation and you say, "Hey, let me tell you the strategy. Let me help you understand what's happening in the market so that we can sell at the top of the market," assuming that that's their goal, then gives you the ammunition that you need to really guide them on what's happening and how you build your strategy to ensure that happens. If you just walk in there like a regular agent just talking, "Here's what I do," like you're going to miss an opportunity for you to really position yourself as an expert and for them to really trust and lean into you. And I know that makes such a difference in your business over time as I continue to come back and be like, this guy is the expert because he follows the market, he knows what to do, and he ultimately helps me accomplish our goal. So with that being said, I also want to kind of talk about, speaking of listings and what's happening in there and consumer transparency. The war has continued there with private networks, or should that be allowed? What's happened? So walk me through what has happened in most recent moves with this private listing network.
Big headlines there too. Again, we focus on this because it's what your consumers are seeing. And so a lot of noise and a lot of headlines right now in the media around private listing networks, around preview listings. I want to talk about what's in the headlines and how we're looking at this as a brokerage at LPT. And so a couple of headlines last week, marketing and coming soon list. NAR releases statement on pre-marketing and coming soon listings. Housing Wire, the ground just shifted. Coming soon listings are taking over real estate. I think that may be a little bit of a dramatic headline, maybe taking over real estate news articles, but we're a long way from them taking over actual real estate listings. EXP adds coming soon syndication to Realtor.com, Homes.com, and Come Home. Zillow, Keller Williams, Remax, HomeSmart, and others teamed up for pre-market listings on Zillow. And so again, this is kind of what we see across the board right now. And so first off, what is our strategy? Well, LPT's listing strategy for coming soon will focus on three things, as always: agent choice. We're going to make sure that no matter what decision we make, what route we go, that ultimately you have the decision to work with your clients on how they want their listing marketed. Maximum consumer benefit. We want to make sure we empower you to go out there and serve your consumers at the absolute highest level. And then listing power tools is an interesting piece we have. We're actually probably the best situated brokerage in the country in order to actually execute on a pre-listing strategy, if that's what you as an agent decide to do, because of listing power tools. Because you all are telling us about your listings early, you're uploading those photos early, so we have time to print your power packs and ship them out to you. We already know when your listings are coming soon. We know when your listings are in our system before they're in the actual MLS. And so the idea that we can add a little button into listing power tools where you're like, yep, I'd like this one to be syndicated out to a portal on a pre-listing as a part of a pre-listing or a preview is something unique to us. And so while the other brokerages may have already announced their partnerships, they now have to go out and figure out, well, how are we actually going to get these deals and these listings into our system so we can send them off to our portal partner? We have the opposite thing going on here. We already have the data and can give you the ability to click the button. We've just got to decide what we want our strategy to be. And again, I talk about this a lot. I'm a football fan. The great running backs do not just run straight at the hole, even if that's how the play was designed. They take that step, they take that hesitation, they take that moment, they let the play develop, and they decide where to go. And that's really how I approach leadership. It's how I think about LPT. So while we didn't catch the first wave, I wasn't out there, making statements and headlines, which I think is ego-driven for a lot of these CEOs. Know that we will make the most strategic decision when it comes to how we approach pre-listings. We are having conversations with all of the big players because, again, we have this unique ability to actually execute on this strategy. I can tell you, for the average franchise brokerage, to figure out how to get a listing from an agent at a franchise brokerage to the franchise owner, to the franchise company, to the portal, within 24 hours of that listing going live, in MLS, like there's a lot of disruption there. We don't have that issue because of listing power tools. So really interesting. And again, Hodge, as I think about this, what do we want the messaging to be? And so if you think where this started, Robert Refkin came out, he at Compass, right? He announced his deal with Redfin. And so what he says is, our agents can now go on a listing appointment and say, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I can put your home in front of 40, I think it's 40 million users of Redfin while I'm pre-marketing your listing. And that would have sounded great 3 weeks ago. What I hear today is, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I can get your home on the fourth most popular portal in the United States, which only has 40 million visitors, right? Because then after that, you'll have an EXP agent come in and they're going to say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I can get your home on the second most populous, second most visited portal, realtor.com, right? And then after that, the Keller Williams agent or the RE/MAX agent is going to come in and say, well, I can get your home on the number one portal, which is Zillow. And so again, I think there's a lot of like moving pieces right now, a lot of folks trying to figure out like, what is the right strategy? Again, we're going to take our time. We're going to negotiate the best possible outcome for our agents surrounding agent choice, surrounding the consumer winning. And again, that listing power tools integration, which is this trump card that we have that no one else has. Because when the other brokerages, again, like Keller Williams may have more agents than us, RE/MAX may have more agents than us, but we see listings sooner than anyone else in the industry because of listing power tools. And again, the ability to put that button in there where our agents can decide, hey, do I want to put this out 24 hours early? Do I want to comply with these MLS rules or those MLS rules? And again, we can build all that into listing power tools because we have the system so that whatever local rules are in the area, you click the button, we're going to follow the rules, but it is your choice, right? Agent choice is our guiding principle here at LPT. And then the uniqueness of listing power tools for capturing that data before the MLS is really critical. So just know that we've got some time, right? While these announcements came out, no one's systems are actually going live until like mid-April, late April. So we're not going to be late to the party. We're just going to be more strategic to the party, which is like how we like to do it here at LPT.
Yeah,
so
right.
really excited about, again, where's the noise going to land and making sure that our agents are in the best possible position to compete when they go on that listing appointment, because that's what it's all about. It's why we built listing power tools. It's why we have the magic white box. We want you to give your consumer every opportunity to have the best result when they are selling their home. And we think this is probably going to be part of that, but we really want to understand the entire strategy.
Yeah, that's right. And it's one of those things again where we just oddly are in the right position at the right time with the right tech to make that really work for LPT agents. And while everyone's going to be rushing to create the system that our agents already know and using to their benefit, we'll be right in time to make the best decision for them. So that's super exciting. And some people would say it's another way that Robert looks around corners. Now I know we didn't see this one coming, but I think it still fits the narrative.
Yeah, I have one more little teaser I'll give for you. Something else we're working on behind the scenes, right? So again, this all started with Compass. Compass wanted to change the landscape and challenge the MLSs, and so this all started when Compass came out with their 3-phase marketing plan, right? Which was really what started this whole like coming soon, pre-marketing, and everything else. And look, and I think any industry that has a 3-phase marketing plan, somebody probably needs to roll out a 4-phase marketing plan. So know that there is a 4-phase marketing plan deep in the works that will have this whole preview pre-listing system built into it, integrating with listing power tools so that LPT agents can go out there and win.
That's right. That is right. Okay. Well, we're going to move on from there. We've got some congratulations in order. So I'll turn it over to you to walk us through the NAREP chair and how that is affecting us internally at LPT.
Yeah, so big congrats to Michael Valdez, our CEO of International. He was recently elected as the chairman of the NAREP Corporate Board of Governors. So absolutely amazing honor there. His contribution to the overall real estate community, particularly inside of NAREP, being recognized is fantastic. Really proud of him in this big accomplishment. It's interesting. Usually the chair is someone from the banking side. So really proud of him for representing us here on the brokerage side of the industry inside of NAREP as the new chair. of the Board of Governors. He's actually, I think, being sworn in right now. He sent me a picture of the gavel this morning that he got with his name and everything engraved in it. So really proud of you, brother. Congratulations, Michael. Keep representing LPT and Aperture out there across the industry.
Awesome. Okay. All right. So we are going to spend the last part of today's show talking about FallCon. I know there's a lot of questions around that. You talked about this last week when you said that you would give us a little more insight into the certifications. If you are new to LPT and you're not familiar with what FallCon is, which is our annual conference, I'm going to run a quick video that's just a quick highlight to give you some highlights from last year, and then we'll get into what this year is going to be happening.
It's not just a convention where you're coming to get that free swag. You're actually coming and learning and leaving with certifications. I'm already blown away.
With Robert writing all of these certifications and giving us the how, we have the best playbook to go back and blow up our business that I've ever seen.
The business that comes from this, it goes years and years into the future.
The quality of the content was not just consistent, thorough, and specific, it was inspiring.
A great event here at the LPT Fall Con. Excited to be part of it, excited to see what's to come.
Definitely looking forward to that. So we're going to walk you through what is expected for the new FallCon and certifications. You heard Robert talk about it last week, where he described that he is going to go a little bit deeper this week and help you understand exactly what you're going to absorb. So Robert, I'll turn it over to you to walk us through this last piece of Motivational Monday.
Yeah, so kind of want to go through today and really dig in on the certifications that we're going to be doing this year at FallCon. So last year, FallCon was only the certifications based on the limited space we had. This year, you have a choice. We have the more affordable general admission ticket, which will get you into all of the main stage and the brokerage updates and everything. But then the certifications are going to be that separate ticket, similar to last year. And so today we're going to get into the certifications, why we do this certification process, why we believe so heavily in the education, and ultimately you have a decision to make. Are you going to show up at FallCon on the $299 general admission ticket, or are you going to pay the $1,099 to be a part of my certification track again this year? So today's Motivation Monday, we're going to dig into what those certifications are and why I think they're really important to getting you ready to dominate next year. So let's go through these slides. A couple of things from last year. So Omar Flores was at last year's certifications. In the past, it invested a lot of time trying to reverse engineer success in real estate, taking different approaches. RP certifications have absolutely been a game changer for me. Instead of guessing and continue to go through the trials, it set up the blueprint that I can follow and execute. So that's really what this is all about. We put a ton of time and resources into writing these certification manuals, building out this certification content. Again, it's not third-party speakers and coaches. It's me teaching the certifications. I really dig into my bag of tricks, my experience from the last 20 years to put together something unique for all of you to make FallCon worth it and to have you leave there, if you're part of that certification track, with knowledge that can help you win as the industry continues to evolve. Last year, we had these three certifications. We had the in-person influencer, the price point step up, and the AI advantage. And all of our agents who participated in those got these beautiful certifications down there at the bottom. I saw some folks ask last week in the chat where you get those. You could either reach out to support, or they are available to download in your social folder inside of Connect. And so again, if you attended last year's certifications, you'll have those certificates in there, and really got a lot of great feedback. We had the three certification guidebooks and everything, and just had a lot of rave reviews on everybody who did the certs. Stephen, if you didn't get your certs, log into Connect there and click on social downloads and take a look. They should be in there waiting for you. If not, you can submit a ticket to support and they will absolutely jump in and help you there. But everybody who attended should have their certifications available in the social downloads folder. Another testimonial here from Chanel. Certifications at FallCon didn't just give me tools, gave me certainty, show up differently now with a confidence I didn't have before. This creative business I never had before. Again, these certifications are about getting you to think differently, getting you to think bigger. Again, it's our opportunity to go really deep on a topic. If you think about most conferences, and again, with the general admission ticket, there will be this type of content as well. You may get a 45-minute or an hour session around a topic. You can only go so deep. With the certifications, we're actually doing, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours per certification, deep dive, tactical, with the manual, with the books. I think I spent like 11 hours on stage last year going through the certifications. And we're going to do that again this year as a subset of the overall conference. So if you buy the general admission ticket, you'll have access to the main stage and a lot of the third-party coaching content we're going to bring in and everything. And then there will be the separate track for those that upgrade to the certification package who want to walk out of there with the workbooks, with the certifications and the designations that we're putting together. Another great testimonial, Amy Brock-Lamoni. LPT Realty is laser focused on providing top tier trainings and certifications to agents across the country. And we're well on our way to becoming the most highly respected training company in the industry. Awards are really starting to flow. That is true. Training Magazine recognized our Ascend Initiative University as Outstanding Training Initiative winner. And we were the #1 residential real estate brokerage winner on the Training MVP Awards. So again, really proud of that and really focused on this education component. We're still not throwing an intergalactic kegger. We're not going to have a party. This is not about getting together and just, hitting the bar. We want you to leave the conference, whether it's on the general admission ticket or one of the certification tickets, with truly actionable knowledge and education. And we're all focused on that with our Ascend Initiative University. Let's get into it. What are we doing this year? So last year we had our AI Advantage. This year, we're upgrading that with our AI Unfair Advantage 2026. AI has leveled up, and so has the certification. We're going to be going much deeper into AI, more advanced tactics around AI, different foundational models. Remember, we made a decision not to build a proprietary AI here at LPT because I think you should be using the latest and greatest models out there, the latest versions of Claude and Gemini and ChatGPT, because they are changing so quickly. And if you look at some of the other companies who have tried to put their own spin on the AI, they're actually just way behind right now, because as the models continue to advance, they're getting left behind. The second certification, Listing Power, Breakthrough Marketing Blueprint. So deep dive into listing marketing. And then I'm saving that third spot for as we get closer. There will be a third certification, but we've got some time, right? We're not doing this until October 6th to the 8th. Something is going to come up that we're going to need to react to. And so I'm going to save that third slot to write that certification somewhat last minute so that we can have the absolute most up-to-date information for you all. That's kind of our wild card placeholder. And just know I'm going to fill it with something very timely as we go into this October 6th conference. Another great testimonial here from Tina Autry, FallCon certification to help me stop thinking like an agent, start thinking like a leader. I learned that consistency beats talent every single time. Level up your mindset and your results will follow. Tina, thank you for sharing that. We put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into writing these certifications. We did it last year. We're going to do it again this year. And it really means a lot to me that they hit home with you all. For those of you who chose to be a part of the certification track last year and again this year. So why do we do this? The current real estate playbook won't cut it. Competition for every transaction is not letting up. Conversions are harder than ever. AI is separating the agents who are winning from ones lagging behind. Consumer expectations have never been higher. Boomsday is coming and the window to prepare is closing. We've got one more chance here to kind of get you guys as ready as possible for what's coming up in the next year here. And the agents who dominate won't just hustle harder, they'll play the game smarter. And that's really what these certifications are all about. Another great testimonial here, Melody Lane. The FallCon certifications were unlike any I've seen at a convention or training. This is a game changer. Melody, thank you so much for sharing that. And because there are 1.5 million real estate agents to sell to, our industry, unfortunately, is flooded with broken systems, rife with empty promises, and most training is still built by people who have never achieved success. We built LPT from zero to a top 10 brokerage faster than anyone in the industry thought possible. And what we're going to reveal at FallCon will put you 10 steps ahead of the boom. And so again, if you were at FallCon last year, if you took our certifications, throw it in the chat. Let's get some real-time feedback. Were they different? Did you learn? Is this different than a lot of the normal stuff running around the industry? I think so, but we want to hear from some of our folks in the chat who were a part of that last year. I've got another great testimonial here. Shara Mercer, you can keep doing trainings that teach outdated one-size-fits-all material, or you can level up with a company that delivers cutting-edge, relevant strategy built for how real business is done today. In-person influence, AI advantage, price point step up. Absolutely so excited to have heard not just in the moment, but now 3 months later, 6 months later from folks, how implementing the strategies from those certifications are positively impacting their business. Next slide. All right. So why are we doing this for you? There's no shortage of trainings out there, but there's a massive shortage of training built for what's next. And the truth is simple. Not being prepared when the market turns will cost you tens of thousands of dollars. I want our LPT agents to win. I don't want any of our LPT agents getting left behind. So again, I take personal time. I'll probably spend 30, 40, 50 hours over the next couple of months writing these certifications, finalizing this content, taking time away from, my role as CEO here, because I'm that convinced that this is critical to get this knowledge in your hands so that we can all win together. All right. And so that's what these certifications are all about. And FallCon is such an amazing opportunity for us to deliver that. Next slide. Another great one here, Leanne Ledford. If I hadn't attended FallCon, I honestly don't think I'd be leveraging the power of AI today in our business, from simple tasks like choosing and executing a team meeting theme, from quickly generating checklists and process manuals for agents. It's a huge game changer that I never saw coming. This is one of the things I heard over and over again. We got a lot of folks to try AI for the first time. I remember there were a couple of you I had to drag out of your shell and get you to have that first conversation with an AI chatbot while we were sitting there together in the certifications at FallCon. We'll be doing that again this year, but we're going to be going even deeper because again, this is our second year and AI continues to advance. So let's get into exactly what this looks like. Next slide, Dave. So the AI Unfair Advantage 2026, last year we gave you the AI Foundation. This year we're going further. There's a lot of breaking advancements. One of the big ones is deeper in the AI SEO and AI authority stack, how you become the recommended name from the AI engines, everything from AI for marketing and nurturing and AI-powered presentations. So many advancements have happened, and we're going to be going deep on all of them. And remember, you're going to walk out of there with that workbook, just like last year, that gives you actual prompts, gives you actual step-by-step guides of how you can use AI to leverage in your business and to produce more and better results every step of the way. I love the title, AI Unfair Advantage 2026, a big part of LPT's mission back from that first LPT Explained video I did a couple of years ago, the unfair advantage. And we believe AI is becoming a more and more important part of that unfair advantage. And our role is to train you in that AI, give you the tips, the tricks, the shortcuts, the prompts, so that you can win with AI at the absolute highest level. Next slide. One of the cool things we're doing this year is, in addition to the certificates, we're actually going to give you a cool designation. And so for all the agents who participate in the certification track this year and complete those classes, will receive the AI Real Estate Specialist badge and designation there from Ascend. So you can see that cool little logo over there we have on the left. So you'll be able to use that on marketing, put it on your business cards. We'll probably let you throw it in your power packs so that your consumers know that you have that Ascend AI Real Estate Specialist for participating in our AI Unfair Advantage 2026 system and certification. Next slide. The second part of that certification track will be Listing Power, Breakthrough Marketing Blueprint System and Certification. We're going to go deep beyond just our current listing power tools, the strategies you can use from pricing in today's market, seller communication systems, just listed, just sold open house marketing, a lot around cash offer lead generation, how you can leverage those cash offer from companies like Zoodealio and Homeward and others. We're going to be going deep on all of that, how you can use that cash offer as a tool to give your seller more options and ultimately help you land those listings. Next slide. And then as a part of that, the property marketing expert designation from Ascend. So again, 2 Ascend designations. So in addition to the certificates, you'll get these little badges as well that you'll be able to use on marketing, put them on your website, proudly display them. The property marketing expert badge is the second one there from Ascend. And then we will have a third certification that I'll be unveiling as we get closer. I want to keep some optionality there because in our ever fast moving world of real estate, there's going to be something extra I know I need to bring to the table. So the certification track is absolute fire for everyone at FallCon, October 6th to the 8th at the RP Funding Center. Next slide. So a couple different things we've got going on. There's 3 different ticket levels. I want to talk about the VIP ticket first. Obviously, the most expensive. We had good feedback from our VIPs last year. They also had some requests. So we're going to be doing a streamlined VIP registration and check-in process, a bigger and more exclusive VIP lounge than 2025, priority entrance to all sessions, no waiting in the general admission lines, dedicated VIP reserved seating at both the GA sessions and the certification sessions, exclusive VIP swag, some cool limited edition stuff that you will not be able to purchase. We're doing the VIP dinner with myself and other LPT executives again this year, just like last year, and VIP parking right up front at the event entrance to get you in there. And the big bonus, the thing I am most excited about, is for anybody who did miss FallCon last year, we're going to be including last year's 3 certifications for free if you purchase a VIP ticket. So when you purchase your VIP ticket, you'll receive access to last year's videos. We'll send you out last year's workbooks, and you'll be able to get last year's certifications to get you ready for this year's FallCon. So again, really excited there to throw in last year's certifications as a bonus for anybody who does buy that VIP ticket. All right, so that's our most expensive ticket, $25.99. If we can go on to the next slide there, Dave. The other cool thing we're doing this year is these early bird buddy passes. So again, we've got 3 different levels of tickets: the general admission ticket, the certification ticket, and the VIP ticket. Each of those tickets will come with a buddy pass if you are early enough. So for the VIP ticket, the first 50 VIP tickets purchased will come with a VIP buddy pass. All right. They can get in the lounge with you. They can attend the certifications with you. However, they will not get the VIP swag bag of gifts. We're putting some expensive gifts in there. And while they can attend the certification sessions, they won't get the actual certificate, and they don't get the actual workbooks. You're going to have to share your workbook with them. Again, this is for you to bring a non-LPT agent. This can be a family member. This can be someone you're trying to recruit to LPT. It could be a friend from high school who's maybe interested in real estate. Whatever it is, you can bring any non-LPT agent on your buddy pass. For the first 200 folks who purchase a certification ticket, they will receive what we're calling a certification observer buddy pass. All right. Again, can attend the certification sessions. They just don't get the designations or the workbooks. They can also get into all the general admission with you. And then finally, if you buy the general admission ticket early enough, I don't have a limit here. I'm not sure yet what we're going to limit this to. So again, first 50 for VIP, get the buddy pass. First 200 for certifications, get the buddy pass. It's probably going to be like the first 1,000 for general admission to get the buddy pass. I got to figure it out. We got some time there. I feel like the VIP buddy passes may go quick. Like those may be gone by tomorrow. And the certifications may go really quick. General admission, we have a lot more room. We can hold a lot more people. So we're not putting as hard of a limit on those. So ticket prices, general admission, $299. And again, right now that comes with a buddy pass. Certification track is $1,099. That includes both the certification and the general admission. And the first 200 will get buddy passes. And then the VIP $25.99, which is everything below it. And again, first 50 get those buddy passes, October 6th to the 8th at the RP Funding Center. And if you can't attend in person, we will make the certifications available online, just like last year. So we shipped the certification workbooks out to, I think, about 60 or 70 folks who couldn't make it in person. And they were able to participate in the certifications online. So that'll be available this year as well. You do have to buy a full ticket. There's no discounted ticketing for the online only experience, but you can do that online if you can't make it to join us in person. I saw a question about hotel costs. This was a big driver by having this at the RP Funding Center, which is in Lakeland, Florida, halfway between Tampa and Orlando. Lots of great travel options. And because that RP Funding Center is named after one of my companies, we have a really good deal there and a lot of choices. Hotels are only $159 a night at the Hyatt Place. You can scan the QR code here to get more information on that. We wanted to make hotel rooms affordable. There's a lot of great affordable Airbnbs in the area. You can grab Airbnbs kind of west of Orlando or east of Tampa and still be in striking distance as well. The Seminole Hard Rock Casino isn't too far up the road if you want to stay there. Lots of great opportunities. But again, affordable hotels right near the RP Funding Center in order to participate in the event. If you're ready to buy tickets today, which again, those buddy passes are probably going to go quick, you can scan this right now. It will take you into Connect. Last year, we used a third-party ticketing system. This year, we're doing everything natively inside of Connect to make it even easier for you all. Next slide. If you don't want to scan the QR code, you can just log into Connect. You'll see a tile there for FallCon tickets. You can click on that. It's going to take you to the next page here, and you will see in the top, because I know people are going to ask this, well, how do I know if I'm one of the first 50 people to get the VIP or one of the first 200 to get the certification so I get my buddy pass? It will tell you in all bold, all caps right there, your purchase is general admission buddy pass eligible. Or if you're clicking on the VIP, it'll say your purchase is VIP buddy pass eligible. So as long as you see that in the title, then we have not cut off the early bird buddy passes yet. And so again, VIP is only the first 50. They're going to go the quickest. Then we're going to have the first 200 for the certification buddy passes. And then general admission is going to last a little bit longer because, again, we've got a lot of room there. But you will know based on that all caps buddy pass eligible in the title as you are clicking on it. If it says that, then you know you're good to get the buddy pass. Once that is gone, it means all the buddy passes are sold out and we are out of the early bird window. So again, I guess we've already talked about this, but yeah, general admission, right now, all the general admissions until we decide to cut it off, and we'll give you some advance notice. And then the first 200 certification tickets and the first 50 VIP tickets are going to get that buddy pass. And again, the buddy they can go everywhere you can go. They don't get the certification. They don't get the certificate or the designation. They don't get the workbooks. They don't get the VIP swag bag. And you guys have to share a parking pass. So tickets come with free parking. You get a parking pass with all of your ticket purchases, but you don't get a second parking pass for your buddy. We need you guys to share a car. Right. So, or your buddy's gonna have to pay for their own parking if you don't want to let them in your car. But don't bring a buddy that you won't ride with.
That's all of them. Don't bring a buddy you don't want to ride with. That's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't want to be the person in the passenger seat because they drive a little crazy, but at least let them in your car and then you can trust your own driving. Robert, you went through so much here and it's going to be so exciting. The thing is that when I really think about all the access that we are creating, you've got levels for everybody depending on where they are in their career and how much they want to value this information. Because we know that if you want to plug in and be the best at your craft, like this is the way to do it. You are going to have to absorb this information. You're going to have to make these certifications part of your business going forward. We know that. But you may not be at a point in your career or that may not fit your individual definition of success today. So we've got all different ways for you to obtain information, starting from the $299 ticket all the way to the VIP $25.99, where you've got all those additional swag. You've got the dinner with Robert Palmer executive team. You've got all these things to really help that experience out. And so we're so excited for all these options. We love the fact that we can continue to bring these things to you to try to make it fit wherever you are in your career and what's most important to you. It's very difficult to create so many options all the time, but we stay fast at that. So Robert, with that being kind of said, is there any final words that you've got? We're a little bit over time. Any final words that you have around FallCon, seeing thousands of agents come together, the power of all that information in one room? Like, what are your thoughts going into this?
You definitely got the VIP with the buddy pass. They're not gone yet. I'm watching the ticker over here. They are going faster than I thought they would, but they're not gone yet. So it was in your headline. Maybe you just missed it, Barry, but you definitely got the buddy pass as well for VIP. There are still a handful of those left. They probably are going to go today though, which is shocking. But again, you'll see it in the headline and know when that time's out. In Connect, there's a tile for FallCon tickets. If we could throw that back up, Dave, or also if you go to the marketing section, you'll see a FallCon section over there. But we're really excited, guys. I mean, we really looked at this last year, and most brokerages our size, a normal conference ticket, is around $1,000. And so last year, we did that. We did the expensive hotel, and we heard from a lot of folks that it wasn't in their budget. And I completely understand that. And so we took the certifications, we kind of added them in last year as an afterthought, right? As a freebie to give you even more value for that $1,000 ticket. But this year, because we're moving to the RP Funding Center, which again, we have a lot of pull over there at the RP Funding Center, we're able to get this down where we can have the option for the $299 general admission ticket, which is an industry low. For an event like this, then you have the option to go with the $1,099 certification ticket if you want to be a part of those 3 certifications. And then if you want the whole ball of wax, including last year's certifications, that VIP access, that dinner with me and the executives, that's the VIP ticket. It's all about agent choice, right? There's something here for everybody. And no matter what your budget is this year, and no matter where you are at your current arc in your business, there's an absolute opportunity for you to be in the room with us, to be there, to be the camaraderie. And then because of this buddy pass, you get to bring a friend, which is the other really cool thing, because we're doing an entire building takeover of the RP Funding Center. We have room for those buddy passes to be a part of it as well. And so again, the first 50 folks for the VIP ticket get the buddy pass. The first 200 for the certification ticket get the buddy pass. And then again, general admission, we'll give a deadline for the buddy passes, but that one's going to be able to last a little bit longer. But yeah, man, just really excited. October 6th through the 8th. In Lakeland, Florida, at the RP Funding Center. Really special place to me. Graduated high school in that building and then went back 19 years later and named it the RP Funding Center, kind of at the peak of my success. And really excited to be able to share all of that with our LPT family and to make such a broad and diverse opportunity for folks to plug in at all these different levels. And don't worry, we'll continue to share more details around agenda, guest speakers, speaking opportunity for agents as we get closer. But just know we will have all three of these tracks, the general admission, the certification track, and the VIP track, so that everybody can plug in at their individual definition of success. Big part of what we believe in here at LPT.
We are excited for FallCon, but jumping right back into real estate today, anything that we should be thinking about going into this week?
Look, man, just again, stay in touch with your clients. We're going to keep watching headlines. We're going to keep watching the market. We're getting into the spring buying season. I mean, I think even with rates not being great, being at that 6.5 mark, we're still going to see a lot of folks come off of the sidelines. This is the time of year when we start to see a lot of different geographies get busy. Just keep doing what you do, right? Keep practicing your trade, keep utilizing those tools, stay in touch with your sphere, stay in touch with your past clients, be that trusted resource, share with them the things you learn here on Motivation Monday, share with them the things that you learned at last year's certifications if you were at FallCon. And again, just keep winning out there, guys. We are all in this together. LPT is one big family. We're here to win together. And I'm so excited to be in business with each and every one of you. And we'll see you back here next week on Motivation Monday. Dave, if we can throw that QR code back up so people can grab those FallCon tickets. And if you have any questions, submit a support ticket and the team will be there to help you through it.